I check it once, then I check it twice. Oh!
The 29-year-old pop star posted a lengthy message to Tumblr on
Hello everyone, welcome to an all-new edition of Viral. I'm your host always, Kenny Dix here. Glad you can join us. But first thing first, join in that conversation using the hashtag Viral as we talk about, is there bad blood between Taylor Swift and record executive Scooter Braun, as pop singer Taylor Swift wants her recorded masters and from her previous albums, such as Bad Blood, you know, all of them songs, them singles that came from her albums. And she finds out that she cannot buy it because Scooter Braun brought it for a undisclosed amount and makes revenue for her songs for airplay, and Taylor doesn't like that. Let's see how this bad blood between Swift and Braun came about. Watch this.
Oh, it's war. Taylor Swift holding nothing back as the man who signed her at age 15 sells her life's work. 6 albums worth of master recordings, what she's calling all the music I ever made, to Scooter Braun, high-profile manager of such singers as Justin Bieber, Ariana Grande, and once Kanye West, with whom she has storied beef. Calling the deal my worst-case scenario, the 29-year-old Swift roasting to an absolute crisp the 38-year-old Braun, who just acquired her former label Big Machine and so many of her deeply personal recordings for $300 million. In a searing online post, Swift writing, "All I could think about was the incessant manipulative bullying I've received at his hands for years. Like when Kim Kardashian orchestrated an illegally recorded snippet of a phone call to be leaked, and then Scooter got his 2 clients together to bully me online about it." That's referring to a 2016 call between Swift and Kanye West, in which he tried to get her to sign off on lyrics he wrote about her in his song Famous. Swift maintains she never okayed Kanye using the derogatory word to describe her.
Yeah, I mean, go with whatever line you think is better.
Swift also attaching a photo of Braun, West, and Bieber that the sorry singer had once posted online, with the caption, "Taylor Swift, what up?" Swift sharing the post, saying, "This is Scooter Braun bullying me when I was at my lowest point. He's about to own all the music I ever made." Then continuing, "My musical legacy is about to lie in the hands of someone who tried to dismantle it." The bombshell post splitting the entertainment industry down the middle overnight. Singers Todrick Hall and Halsey siding with Swift, the hashtag We Stand With Taylor trending. Coming to Braun's defense, Bieber himself, apologizing to Swift for his own long-ago post, adding in part, "Scooter has had your back since the days you graciously let me open up for you. For you to take it to social media and get people to hate on Scooter isn't fair." It can surprise many to learn that even such top artists as Taylor Swift typically do not own their master recordings, and it's caused conflict before. During a battle with his label in 1993, Prince wrote "slave" on the side of his face, while changing his name to an unpronounceable symbol, telling Rolling Stone, "If you don't own your masters, your master owns you."
What's different this time is how publicly it's being played out among one of the biggest stars in the entire world and 2 very powerful music executives.
On Sunday, Swift also ripping into her former label chief, Scott Borchetta, who sold her masters, saying he knew her feelings about Braun. He knew what he was doing. They both did, controlling a woman who didn't want to be associated with them. Big Machine Scott Borchetta putting up a post of his own Sunday night defending his actions. Taylor had every chance in the world to own her master recordings, he said in part. She chose to leave. He also included correspondence with Swift suggesting their business split was amicable.
All right, that didn't stop there, as Swift recalls an incident with Braun with this.
Isn't cool, no I don't like you.
Taylor Swift is sad and grossed out by music manager Scooter Braun after he purchased her former label, which includes her master recordings.
I got a list of names and yours is in red underlined. I check it once, then I check it twice. Oh!
The 29-year-old pop star posted a lengthy message to Tumblr on Sunday, accusing Scooter of bullying her for years, and now again with his recent purchase of her former record label, Big Machine. ET has reached out to reps for Taylor and Scooter for comment.
I wouldn't want to do this if I didn't have 100% control. I wouldn't want to do this if it was up to somebody else.
In Taylor's essay, she says she begged her former label head, Scott Borchetta, for years for a chance to buy her masters, but says she wasn't allowed to. In 2018, Taylor left Big Machine and signed with Universal Music Group. She said she knew that someday Scott would eventually sell the label, which includes her masters. But what happened next, Taylor says she never expected. Scott selling the label to Scooter in a reported $300 million deal.
The world moves on another day, another drama.
Taylor says she found out about the sale of the label with the rest of the world as it was announced publicly on Sunday. But according to Scott, who shared a long message on the Big Machine website on Sunday, he alleges he texted Taylor the night before the news broke. After Taylor learned of the sale, she claimed, quote, "All I could think about was the incessant manipulative bullying I've received at Scooter's hands for years." Taylor shared two examples, both centered around her past drama with Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Quote, "Kim Kardashian orchestrated an illegally recorded snippet of a phone call to be leaked, and then Scooter got his two clients together to bully me online about it." Taylor posted this screenshot of a years-old post by Justin Bieber that shows him FaceTiming with Scooter and Kanye. In the caption, Justin wrote, "Taylor Swift, what up?" The other example, Taylor references Kanye's music video for his song Famous. Quote, "Scooter's client Kanye West organized a revenge porn music video which strips my body naked."
I feel like me and Taylor might still have sex. Why? I made that bitch famous.
Now, several stars are weighing in with their 2 cents. Justin Bieber apologized for sharing that Instagram post, but went on to defend Scooter, insisting Scooter has always loved Taylor, and suggested they handle their drama by talking in person instead of social media. Demi Lovato also has Scooter's back, so does Scooter's wife, Yael Cohen. She slammed Taylor as being a bully herself, writing, "Who are you to talk about bullying? The world has watched you collect and drop friends like wilted flowers." Yael also stood up for her husband and added, "Don't blame him because Kim caught you in a lie."
And baby, now we got bad.
Over on Team Taylor, Halsey, Cara Delevingne, Todrick Hall, and Selena Gomez's mom, Mandy Teefey, who all shared messages of support for the pop star on social media.
And baby, now we got bad blood.
Oh man. Fellow record producer Jermaine Dupri weighed in on the situation on whose side he's on, and you won't believe who. Watch this.
There's a lot of controversy going on right now in the news. Yeah. Taylor Swift, Scooter Braun. Yeah. Scooter actually worked for you.
Yeah.
And are you still close to him? Have you two talked about that situation with him and Taylor?
I spoke to him yesterday about it.
And what are your thoughts on it?
I mean, it's just business. You know, it's smart. It's very smart of him. Mm-hmm. He saw opportunity and he he jumped right in. I was sitting there like, why did this opportunity miss me? You know, for real, it's a brilliant business move. And my question for everybody was that what difference does it make? Somebody already owned it prior. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like he's gonna do anything different than the person that was already owning it. As far as I'm concerned, I don't know, but that's what my thing. So I couldn't really understand why everybody was in. You know, I understand it once you hear about it. It sounds crazy, but it's just business.
It's business. The way business operates.
Yeah, it's just like if somebody bought a football team, right? If they bought the Giants. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't feel no. I mean, we're not supposed to feel different. It's a different owner, right? If he sold a team, he sold a team. It is what it is.
That's a good point.
All right, Jermaine Dupri picked a side that many people thought, didn't make sense with him picking Scooter Braun over Taylor Swift. Well, let's see what you people had to say about it. Let's take a look. All right, fair, balanced answers that, hey. Then people said some people agree with Taylor Swift, some people don't. But hey, that's the music business. The music business is the most, I don't like to say, but the most tainted, gory business in the world. Where you sign a deal, it can lead to success and lead to failure. It just depends on how you choose it. And you can be either up or down or in between, or you still trying to struggle to find that hit. Like, you know, take for example like Namari. She's a good dancer, a good singer, but at the flip side, she's still trying to find a hit. And it's kind of tough, it's kind of hard and difficult for her to find a hit. But she'll get there eventually. She has to look at her process like Beyonce and Rihanna. You know, Rihanna was trying to find a hit. She was struggling for a minute, and then when she found Umbrella, it scored and put her through new heights. Same with Beyonce with Crazy in Love. It's breaking away from Destiny's Child. So it can happen, but you finally got to find a hit for her. So it's like Taylor Swift, coming from country to pop. So she's that transition to where she is, and now she wants her masters, and she's unable to get it the way she wants it, the way she owns it. So ownership is key in property. Ownership is key in life. So, you know, things like that happen. So what can you do? All right. Thank you all for watching this edition of Viral. I've been your host, Kendrick Dix, as we talk about Taylor Swift, one of her masters. We'll see this whole saga continue. We'll see you next time here on Viral.